Cutlery is such an everyday fixture in our lives that it can be easy to overlook the design and workmanship which has developed from thousands of years of culinary evolution. From eating with our hands to where we are today, cutlery has certainly come a long way through human history to give us the best dining experience possible. But when did it all begin? Welcome to a brand new episode of the second season of World of Food, and today we'll talk about the art of cutlery and its history. Though forks, knives and spoons have been around for centuries, their use has evolved over time. Knives in the form of sharpened flints and other stones were among humanity's earliest tools around 5000 to 2000 BC, but served more as weapons, and later stone blades were fitted to wooden handles. Spoons were initially fashioned from shells or animal horns, and our ancestors attached a stick for longer reach. But it was the Romans who made spoons from bone, bronze and silver, gradually tapering the handle end and flaring the front. And the idea of the fork as tableware did not become popular until about 400 AD in the Middle East. The first documented evidence of spoons in England was in 1259. It was counted as an itinerary item from King Edward I's wardrobe. In fact, the coronation of every British king was preceded by a ritual where the new monarch would be anointed by a ceremonial spoon. Typically, silver or gold spoons were for the upper classes and copper or brass for the lower. The design of the spoon changed throughout the Renaissance and Baroque periods before finally receiving its current mostly standard look around the 18th century. Since then, spoons have continued to be a staple of modern tables and come in a wide array of variations, everything from soup to caviar spoons. Some of the earliest known table forks made their debut in ancient Egypt around 2400 to 1900 BC. A couple thousand years later, the fork's popularity in the Western world spread via the Silk Route into Venice. The fork also became more popular as hygiene ideals began to change. However, knives weren't domesticated or fashioned exclusively for table use until the Bourbon dynasty in France. Up until this point, they were typically incredibly sharp due to their aforementioned use in killing one's food. In 1669, Louis XIV made these overly sharp knives illegal at the table and replaced them with blunter, wider ones. This has for the most part remained the norm up until the present day, though the standardized stainless steel variety weren't introduced until around the 20th century. Going forward, the invention of stainless steel in the 1920s enabled the creation of eating utensils that were easy to produce and maintain. It was around late 20th century that plastic introduced new designs for eating utensils. Hybrid utensils like spork, knock, spife and spoff combine several eating tools into one design. Today, cutlery is more than just a functional tool. It is also a symbol of status and luxury. As we continue into the future, it will be interesting to see how new technologies shape the design and function of this age-old invention.